It's no secret that finding quality childcare in Larimer County is not an easy task. There's an increasing shortage of childcare options locally, and it's impacting industries across the county. United Way of Larimer County shares that for licensed infant care, availability is estimated at 25% of demand, and for preschool age care, the estimate is 60% of demand. The Early Childhood Council of Larimer County notes that childcare drives economic prosperity since many people in the workforce are parents. Reliable, safe, and affordable childcare is necessary for these workers in order for them to stay working. In order to address this need and the needs of older youth in the community, the Boys and Girls Club of Larimer County and Teaching Tree Early Childhood Learning Center are coming together with support from United Way of Larimer County and Early Childhood Council of Larimer County to launch the Loveland Youth Campus. The campus model will provide childcare, out-of-school care, and youth development services for children ages 0 to 18 with plans to offer mental health services, bilingual resource navigation, culturally attuned services, and more in one convenient and affordable location. That's where I come in. My name is Allie Pierce, and I am a graphic design student at CSU. For my Community and Sustainability in Printmaking course, I was asked to do a service learning project and partner with a local nonprofit to create printed works for a good cause. I wanted to focus on promoting the Loveland Youth Campus and highlighting how it's helping meet needs in our community. To share just a bit more about the impact the campus will have on working parents, I interviewed Ellie Benjamin, a working mom living in Loveland. Ellie, how would you describe the childcare landscape in Larimer County?
So I'm a working parent in Loveland, and so I can attest to recently going through some seeking out childcare for my 1-year-old. I also work in Fort Collins, so I've been kind of investigating childcare in both places. Pretty much every place I called had a wait list. I would say if someone was able to give me an actual timeline, I was told about a year wait. A lot of times, though, it was just really challenging to say when I'd be able to get my son into a spot just by nature of not knowing when kids would be moving up or families needing to move. So a lot of times it would just kind of be we'll put your name on the list, keep you posted, but we're just not really able to say when we'll get them in. I work and my spouse works as well, so trying to figure out how we're going to navigate both working full-time, both needing to work full-time for our family's finances, and how we're going to be able to do that with where our son's going to be.
You mentioned this temporary solution of having family members or being able to kind of coordinate working at home. What would you have done if this situation was unavailable to you?
I don't know if not working really would have been an option. So I think we would have had to make some really tough financial choices about maybe one of us stopping to work or having to leave jobs that we really enjoy, which would have been a really challenging and stressful spot to be in.
The average cost of full-time center-based childcare in Larimer County is $1,277 per month per child. Is this cost affordable for you and your partner?
Barely. It definitely takes, we've been looking at some of those numbers. Really grateful that Teaching Tree's numbers do fall on the more affordable average, which helps a lot, which is one of the reasons I'm extra excited about the Loveland Youth Campus. But yeah, it takes some pretty intense budgeting and some sacrifices in some other areas to be able to make it happen. And it just kind of is barely attainable with 2 parents working full time. We need to be able to work to take care of our kids, and we need to have a spot for our kids to go to be able to work. So it's just a real circular issue. And one thing really quickly impacts more things. So I think getting creative on how we're addressing it is really important for all of us working families in Larimer County.
To start this print project, I decided to visit Loveland's Boys and Girls Club after-school program and hold a t-shirt design contest centered around sense of belonging, a primary focus of the youth campus. I selected 3 designs and began the work of screen printing the designs onto t-shirts. Our friends at Olson generously donated a bunch of adult shirts for this project, and Loveland Boys and Girls Club paid for youth tees for all youth participants. Renovation of the Loveland Youth Campus started in August, and it is set to open in early 2024. Has the knowledge that your child will have a place to go when the Loveland Youth Campus opens eased your fears surrounding childcare availability and accessibility?
Yes, very much so. I had a conversation recently with my mother-in-law who's kind of agreed to watch Forrest in the interim until he can get a spot with the Loveland Youth Campus. And so knowing that there is sort of this light at the end of the tunnel that's going to be a more permanent solution, I'm hoping he can stay there until he's 5, and then looking at going to school that mental load has definitely been lifted a lot, knowing that there is this exciting opportunity around the corner.
Thank you to everyone who had a part to play in this collaboration and for all the great organizations that are making this happen.